8 days sober. I just lost my job and I'm standing here making a smoothie instead of a bad decision. Let me show you what that actually looks like. I was working at Waffle House about 5 months and I'm very active, by the way. You know, most of y'all know that I ride an e-bike. I don't have a car. I'm on the second floor of an apartment. I walk my dogs multiple times a day because otherwise they just go in the apartment, right? So I'm very active. And waitressing at Waffle House is very active. I'm working 7, 8, 9 hour shifts, bussing tables, hosting, being cashier, serving the food, and being a dishwasher. Waffle House is the only restaurant I've ever worked at where the servers and cooks, well, the servers do the dishes and the cooks as well, but mostly the servers. But the one advantage of working at Waffle House that I've never experienced at any other restaurant as well is that I didn't have to tip out anybody. All the tips I kept, but I worked my butt off for it. And to explain how anybody who could be so physically active like I am to still continue to gain weight while I was working such an active job, there's the science behind it is actually fascinating. So here's what I know. When you eat vegetable oils every single day, they literally get incorporated into your cell membranes. It triggers systemic inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation causes water retention, disrupts hormones, and signals your body to hold on to fat as a protective response. So you could be running around that restaurant for 8 hour plus shifts, which is what I was doing 5 days a week, and I was still gaining weight because my body was always in a low grade inflammatory state around the clock. And then there's this hidden sodium overload. Waffle House food, I ate hash browns, pork sausage, bacon, the pork sausage gravy, which is delicious. All that is extremely high in sodium. Your body holds roughly 4 grams of water for every 1 gram of sodium it retains. This is why I lost 10 pounds in like 2 weeks. It was water weight and inflammation leaving, not fat. The fat comes later. And also another thing about Waffle House, it's a meal credit trap, I'll call it. They deducted food from each check, and which means I was essentially being paid to eat their food. And that's a financial incentive structure that made it harder to opt out. Even when I knew it wasn't serving me, it wasn't a willpower failure, guys. It was an environmental one. And a lot of women in their 40s and 50s, as you go into menopause, that's what you're facing, an environmental one. So physically demanding, laborious job. I was working so hard, but the food was working against me every day. And I did have more aches and pains in my joints. And I'm pretty strong. I can lift up, stack of plates, dead weight with one arm. But I noticed I was struggling. And I thought, oh, I'm just getting old. I'm in the 50s now. I'm getting arthritis. No, that's omega-6. And with the 8 days of sobriety, the cannabis withdrawals, cannabis affects the cannabinoid system, which regulates appetite, sleep, mood, and metabolism. When you stop cannabis, your appetite goes sideways, which mine has. I might not feel hungry, or I feel like nothing satisfies me. I mean, I've had popcorn for dinner the past 2 nights, and that satisfies me in a strange way, but it also didn't. Right now, the smoothie matters so much to me. It's so important right now. I need to deliver real nutrition because my relationship with hunger is temporarily offline. I'm feeding the process, okay, not just the craving right now. So my body is actively detoxing. I came up with this blend based on what I have available to save money on food before the stuff goes bad as well. But this blend is designed to stabilize blood sugar, deliver a real satiety, and give my brain the protein plus fat is looking for now that it can't get the dopamine hit from cannabis. So the first ingredient, you're gonna love this, black bananas, guys. I keep a bunch in my freezer. And why black bananas? Ew, gross. Don't, right? They're great for smoothies, okay? And banana bread. But the natural sugar for quick brain food, plus the resistant starch that develops in that overripe banana, feeds your gut bacteria during any kind of detox. So we're having this blood moon in Virgo right now. That's my rising sign. And I have some blood oranges left from the Chinese New Year celebration I had for myself. This sat on my altar from February 21st until the 24th in front of the God of Wealth. And after this, my little ceremony ritual has been done, I now share it with neighbors, friends, family, or me. I share it with me because I love myself. So, blood orange juice from 2 oranges. Blood oranges gives me antioxidants and citrus enzymes. So, juice of the 2 blood oranges. Your body needs vitamin C to process everything it has been clearing out, okay? And kiwi fruit, more vitamin C. Vitamin C is very important right now while you're detoxing. Your liver needs more of it as it clears out stored metabolites. Next thing, the next soft fruit, fresh handful of fresh blueberries. Blueberries for antioxidants. It's also gentle on detoxing the gut, as well as being anti-inflammatory. Greek yogurt, ½ a cup, and a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. So the Greek yogurt, slow digesting, protein, probiotics to rebuild gut flora. And the cottage cheese, it's additional slow protein. Combo with the yogurt here, it's sustained fullness for hours, which is what I need right now because I don't feel like cooking. We got 2 scoops of egg white powder, 30 grams of clean protein, fast absorbing, supports muscle recovery. Butter of peanut, 1 tablespoon. This is healthy fat, dopamine support. My brain chemistry needs this right now. And then flax seeds, 1 tablespoon. Omega-3s, okay? Fiber, supports liver during active detox. Moringa powder, okay? 1 teaspoon. Deep liver supports, highly nutritive, and blends beautifully with citrus. Oh. Shatavari powder, guys, gals. If you're post-menopause, I've been post-menopause since June 2023. But in Ayurvedic Sanskrit, Shatavari means she who possesses 100 husbands. Okay, I'm not kidding. This is a phytoestrogenic adaptogen for post-menopausal women, meaning it helps your endocrine system rebalance itself. You're not replacing with more estrogen. You're making your body the ability to balance and stabilize its own estrogen again. And last but not least here, 2 really black bananas. The blackening, of course, made them more nutritious, which is why I do this. Resistance starch for gut health. Here we go. Yum. All right. So back to the Shatavari. That's just Ayurvedic's way of saying that this herb is for female endurance and restoration. That's what it's about. Here's my smoothie. Oops. About to blend it. I could be fasting right now, guys. Again. But I could just be drinking water and white knuckling it. But that's not rebuilding. That's just surviving. I'm tired of just surviving. So this is me choosing to actually nourish what I'm building. Day 8. Let's go. Dog agrees. MJ agrees. All right. I mean, you can also add ashwagandha into this for it's an adapted. I cannot talk today. See, my brain needs fuel. Adaptogen and stress response. You guys can look it up. I don't need that right now. That's more masculine. I need the shatavari. I need the ability to have 100 husbands. You know, to all those who have ever, if you're, going to menopause, pre, peri, post, menopause, you're a woman and you're struggling with weight gain, no matter how active you are, and people tell you, well, you're not trying hard enough, or you're not eating the right things, or you're not exercising the right way. It's like, I say to those people who don't have menopause or never been through it, fuck you, and fuck you. And if you're from Europe, fuck you and fuck you. All right, let's try the smoothie. That looks great, guys. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was at Waffle House, I try to compromise. I try to ask, can I bring in my own butter? Can I have my food cooked in my own oil, my own butter? And they said no, because it goes against health code. Okay, health code. But you're going to make everybody sick with the schmoils. Anyways, so sometimes it is just better to make your own food when you know exactly what goes in it. 5 months of eating Waffle House food. I'll show you a picture. This is what it looked like right after I got fired. How bloated I was, my gut. I can feel a difference immensely. Everything just feels lighter. I can fit in 2 jeans again and not have a muffin top. But cheers. That's freaking delicious. Oh, that is really good. No, you cannot taste the banana. Okay? Can't taste the banana. What's that word? Everything amalgamated. Okay, I created a no flavor. All right. Thank you for being here. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, freaking subscribe, because I am all over the place. But I promise I'll make each video in short, organized, on topic, as I get better at this. Thank you for being here again. Have a great week, and happy smoothies.